Curse of Strahd contains darker themes and mature subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised. Well, hello there, and welcome to episode 5 of Curse of Strahd versus the Amen. My name is Jake. I am still the Dungeon Master of this campaign. I'm joined by a wonderful cast of players and characters. We still have 4 players, characters. The number is, maybe that's debatable. Or maybe just has a new name. Any Army of Darkness fans out there? His new name might be Ash. Moving forward, we've got Nooch playing Aurelion, Thornwarden.
I thought he'd be Aurelion this
Played.
Oh no.
Aurelion next.
No.
The player
Aurelion.
formerly known as Aurelion.
Yep. We've got Josh. If you're familiar with our channel, of course, you know Josh. He's playing John Tarsus Batiste. Did I get that right? It's not Batista, it's just Batiste. Right?
Yeah.
All right.
Batiste.
We've also
Batista.
We've got Mia Cucino, Michael playing Castiel Briarforth, and we've got Lee from youtube.com/@thiscrits. Go check out his channel playing Gar Vochizar. We've had last episode was kind of heavy. We lost Aurelion. Well, actually, we know where he is. He's outside the house.
No, we know exactly where he is.
Yeah. How's everybody feeling right now about where we're going with this? Josh, what are your thoughts? You've been very confident.
I'm ready for vengeance. No.
Ooh, is Tarsus gonna go Oath of Vengeance?
No. Tarsus is
You know,
fully
assuming he
oath
makes
the
something.
ancients when that happens. Cool. Did you just say assuming he makes it that far?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I did.
Death is a reality. No, yeah, I mean, yeah, Tarsus would just say, vengeance is mine, says the mistress. Yeah, she would never say that, but vengeance, that's what we're here for. That's what Josh is here for, not really Tarsus, but
Justice,
hey, you know, yeah, justice.
Michael, you got any thoughts, Michael?
Well, I mean, as we found out late last episode, Castiel is stressed.
He sure is. He sure
That was
is.
so good.
Not
We
because
really need to make a red
house,
bubble.
the death house was fine. This man,
You're burning acorns.
Castiel is
acorns.
now stressed.
The birthday acorns burned, crispy. Those were acorns from the world tree, and this man just whoosh.
We haven't done shorts in a while, but there will absolutely be a short. Castiel is now stressed.
That was so good.
No,
All right,
so-
Nooch, I know Aurelion's not feeling much right now, but any thoughts for you
Toasty.
on this, on things? Yeah.
I'm happy if this is the end of his story. I'm excited if his story is going to continue. So I have faith in the storytelling of everyone involved here. So I'm not worried. Aurelion's not worried.
I like that.
Everything is A-okay from this camp.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you showing up because in case Aurelion comes back, we need you. And Lee, you have run the Death House a couple of times. Both times have resulted in a TPK. What are your thoughts?
You know, it's interesting. Like Aurelion, I too am happy if this is where his story ends.
Well, that's pretty dark.
and he wonders why he's the heel of the group. I don't know if I trust this guy. Well, yeah, I'm happy Aurelion's dead. Why don't you trust me, guys? I was in there too.
There's a
But if
separation.
none of us make it, I don't really care.
There is a separation between my character and me as a DM. Cathartic seeing you players getting put in your fucking places.
It's
All
just
right?
another page in my book, man.
There it is. Well, I don't know how to naturally transition to the next thing I want to do,
Segue.
so I'm just gonna.
Speaking of another page in the
Can-
book, let's talk about two people who
Oh,
are
yeah.
on the.
There it is.
I
Thank you,
actually
Josh.
don't know what page it is where
Take it
they
away.
say special thanks to.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, two major contributors to D&D in the last, I mean, close to 30 years, but especially for those of us who really have connected with 5e on the last 10 plus years, Chris Perkins and Jeremy Crawford. I don't know why I needed to take a long breath before saying Jeremy Crawford, but Chris Perkins and Jeremy Crawford, both retiring from Dungeons and Dragons, from Wizards of the Coast. Huge hit to the game. Their contributions have been so significant. Whether you love everything they've done, like some of it, hate all of it, whatever, they've put their heart and soul into D&D for a very long time. And again, whether you love everything they've done or you haven't, it's what has made this game what it is. And if you're watching this, then I'm sure you love this game the same way we do. So it's a very long-winded way of saying
Even though
thank
I
you.
will say, if you're hate watching, I'm okay with that. Bring it on.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But even still, it's passion, and you're watching something they had a hand in creating. So
Specifically
what Josh
Perkins with
said.
this one.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. I think he was the project lead on Curse of Strahd here for 5th edition. So
I didn't know who
but
Chris
yeah, big
Perkins
thanks.
was until Nooch told me. Because Nooch was a big Acquisitions Incorporated guy.
Acquisitions Incorporated.
Mm.
Shout out.
but yeah,
to
absolutely big thanks to the two of them. They're both poured their heart and soul into it, and I don't think you'll probably love everything they've done, but who could ever say that about themselves anyways? So time to honor, salute, say thank you. Job well done, fellas.
Lee could probably say that about himself. He seems like someone who would say that about himself.
Very sure of myself. Yeah, you know me. I'm definitely the most confident man
He
you've
doesn't
ever
overthink
met.
anything.
Definitely
Fair
not
enough.
portraying confidence in front of a camera.
youtube.com/@thiscrits. All right.
I'm proud of everything
Before-
Lee's done on that channel.
On that channel, he says.
Oh wow.
Well, I don't know everything Lee's done in
Oh.
his life, so I'm not going to put my stamp of approval on that.
It was a dark
enough.
time 3 years ago.
he used to wear a fedora, and I fully am not going to put my stamp on that.
We're going deep. Hold on.
Deep cuts.
Cancel.
Deep cuts.
Big Lou wearing fedoras, huh?
It's me. Fuck out of here.
Oh boy, we better get started before because it's never gonna happen. But before we do that, we'll take a quick commercial and talk about on the spirit of things, youtube.com/@thiscrits. Our very own Lee, who plays Gar Vochizar, scaled Mount Kilimanjaro and is as Irish as they come, also has his own YouTube channel dedicated entirely to making D&D fun again. Highly imitated, never duplicated. You will laugh, learn, and enjoy his content, so head to youtube.com/@thiscrits and subscribe today. So where we last left off, the Amen had...
Aurelion.
Yep, that actually is exactly where we left
We're
off.
just the men now. The
Yeah.
A's gone.
That's true. But they've been essentially these characters who have either a faith in a divine being or an extraplanar patron of some kind were whisked away in one way or another to the land of Barovia. And Lee's character Gar has a book that's got more information in it that only he can see, and that hasn't played any kind of a weird dynamic between the party members at all. Which, by the way, bravo for everybody in the way they've not metagamed. Just have to say. But they met these two children out in the street that said they were having a hard time because there's a big monster in the basement of their house who's making all sorts of scary noises. Mom and Dad leaves them locked upstairs, and eventually, as the group went into the house, they decided, or they realized that the two kids were dead, and they were dealing with something dark that's going on in this house. Determined to unravel the mystery, they eventually made their way down to the basement of this house, where they encountered what looks like kind of like mausoleum style crypt, kind of like a downstairs crypt in the basement. Definitely sleeping area for certainly more than the supposed inhabitants of the house. A number of skeletons and were chained up to the wall of a room. They encountered a swarm of centipedes, and then out from the ground burst a pack of ghouls that, in an effort to try and save his friend Tarsus, murdered and killed Aurelion. The group was able to flee with Aurelion's body, thanks in large part to the ability to turn undead. Half of them ran away, and the group, after looking on the pyre of Aurelion's body, has decided to re-enter the house. So that's where we resume. We could move over to the map again. You guys tell me where you are, what you're doing.
I think we were gonna go back in, right?
I want to say that last session I said I walked in, and Castiel was the only reason he was going back in is because one of us already did. But
Yeah, it was correct.
Did he say that aloud? I actually don't remember. He did?
I think so. Well, I don't know.
No, I mean, I think I said that at the table, but I didn't say that like in game.
Like you as Michael, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so then what's Castiel thinking as he walked back into the house?
He's just mentally preparing for a fight. Like, you know, he's just trying to focus, and this is where we are. And it probably is sinking in just a little bit that not everyone in the group's gonna make it out, and he's gonna miss his friends, but he'll make it.
Everyone has inspiration, right? I think everybody should if they don't yet. But all right. So what's the plan, fellas?
We want to go back down there and continue to cleanse this place.
I do think that is what Aurelion would want.
I'd hate to see what happened to us happen to anybody else coming in unsuspecting, and those damn ghost undead children leading them down here. I don't know if we run into more traps like the ones we ran into already. I won't speak for both of you, but I don't know if I can handle that right now. I think it might be best if we try to take a rest before going down there.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm all right, but at the same time, feeling a little peaked myself. So, because gives me the creeps a little bit thinking about resting here, but at this point, I don't know what else to do or what other options we have.
Oh, I guess we hunker down and take turns watching. Oh, that worked out really well last time.
Well, I mean, yeah. That was
Same.
Castiel going to make a comment, but then realizing you don't speak ill of the dead, so let bygones be bygones.
Oh.
Unbelievable.
Oh, that's great.
But do we want to sleep inside, or should we set up camp right outside?
Well, outside's where the fog is that theoretically brought us here, right?
I think inside and maybe picking one of the rooms that only has less entrances and exits to it.
I think that's wise.
Cause yeah, I would agree with Gar there about that fog. There's just something extra mysterious about it, which, and when I think about the evil in this house, how is it affecting the fog outside like that? I don't know. There's just something bigger going on here.
I reckon you're right.
I guess take your pick of the rooms, I suppose. There's not really any that jump out at me.
What do we feel about this one?
I actually think
that
we
one
should.
has stuffed wolves, I think.
Honestly, I think we should go to the main bedroom on the 3rd floor. One on the 1st floor here, we have to worry about windows if there's somebody that could possibly get in. 2nd, 3rd floor, less likely. And then that one, oh no, that one has the dumbwaiter. I really don't want to be in the attic.
We can go to the piano room on the 2nd floor, I suppose. But that's...
Yeah, no, that actually would be a good room to go to. Because there's even a fireplace in there.
Yeah, I mean, there's only one way in, one way out, which could also be a bad thing. But, you know.
Gotta be worse than what's going on already.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
Jake, how does that door open up in the 2nd floor room? Does it open into the room or into that like kind of hallway?
Into the room.
Perfect. So so somebody give me a hand with this piano and put the piano in front of the door.
Castiel gives him a hand.
Yeah. Certainly easy enough to do, eventually, at least, for Tarsus.
You can take this table
Okay.
from downstairs and move it over here.
No. Oh, you know what?
What?
You just moved the table sticker.
Sticker?
I should have locked it.
Well, now it's gone. I don't know where it went. It's in the void.
All right. Well, we'll cross that bridge if we get to it again.
Just let the ghouls
Oh, no.
loose.
A table appears. Woo!
Yeah, you don't know what you just unleashed. Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. It is your intention to attempt a long rest now.
Yes.
Yes.
I think we've had a long day and an interrupted rest previously.
I think that's fair.
Actually, I don't think it's fair, but here we are.
Well, that's like your opinion, man.
There's a lot of things in this module I think you can say aren't fair.
Like this, roll for initiative.
Aha!
If they
You
want to come to
fools!
us, through a 5-foot door, we'll do our best to make it work. Unless there's things that can walk through walls again, which, it's only so much you can do about
Those
that.
don't exist.
Your Castiel didn't see it go through a wall, I guess.
So about an hour goes by, and you guys, who's keeping watch?
I'll offer to take first watch.
I love the faces you guys just made.
Castiel does not question it.
Yeah, I think Tarsus would be okay with that too. Like at this point, look, there are silly suspicions about Gar and there are real suspicions about Gar. But at this point, if Gar is trying to screw us over, he's probably gonna succeed. So
honestly, that's Castiel's opinion. Is if at this point, without the help of Gar, they aren't making it out alive. So if Gar is bad, it's game over.
Yeah.
So you might as well trust him as much as you can.
Going down with the ship. Appreciate that.
Yep.
Yeah, so is Gar.
Gar's going out the window.
All right.
Sorry.
So, what is Gar just like sitting in a chair, just keeping watch or something?
Yeah,
like that,
I'll just
kind
grab
of?
one of the chairs, literally, like, and just slide it right in front of the door, like right here, and just sit there staring
right by the piano.
Yep.
Widowy.
Okay.
Widowy.
Widowy. The door explodes.
Widowy.
No,
The
so
door explodes.
so you guys are trying to rest. You guys are trying to rest, and all three of you are having a difficult time trying to just be restful, right? Like it's almost as if you feel like your mind won't allow you to do anything other than ruminate about the situation, where you are, how you got here. What in the world happened to Aurelion? This guy that you just met is now burning in the front yard. Maybe not anymore, but...
And why did he burn my acorns?
And just as you feel like you're drifting off, both of you, Tarsus and Castiel, you guys just hear like the piano just plays like an off discordant chord, just like and it's like your eyes just kind of like jump open, and you just see Gar sitting there at the bench.
Okay. Wait, wasn't me.
Gar, you hear it too.
That's crazy.
It wasn't
me.
Seriously, Gar, with everything else going on?
It's crazy. It just happened. Like the book, all right?
Okay, you're gonna keep trying to rest.
I'm
Assuming you will.
gonna ask you a question that I don't know if you're willing to answer. Is this just gonna mechanically prevent us from sleeping, like continuously?
100%. 100%, yes.
Okay.
But you can take the benefit of a short rest.
Hey, what is my...
Oh, okay. That's exactly what I needed.
That's a good thing.
Well,
Michael's like, I didn't want the benefit of a short rest.
I mean, it does nothing for me, literally.
I just meant
But,
this
you
part.
know.
I rolled the 5. I rolled the 3 and then a +2 for my hit dice. So
No, you got your health back. Yeah.
my health is back to max.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I do get.
We can just from the story perspective. There's always something that happens that just as you're about to fall asleep, something like a crack in the floor above you, like it's just it's too specific to be anything other than intentional.
We want to try to sleep outside. Clearly, this house don't want us to rest.
With the way the fog is outside, I think it's all the house. And if we're not able to rest here, I doubt we'll be able to rest there.
Personally, I'm 100%, but I don't have anything for, at least in the term of healing, But yeah.
I mean, I have some healing options, but all right, upward go downward.
All right.
I'll just say, all right. Even if the worst we face is more of those ghouls, there's a strong likelihood that we get overwhelmed again, and we need some decisions. There's some decisions we need to make right now before we're in there. If we walk down a hallway and get ambushed by something and the odds look bad, are we going down with the ship?
I thought that was the point of going back in here.
I mean, I'm willing to fight till the end, but just because I'm overwhelmed and overrun doesn't mean the two of you have to die with me.
Well, I think there's a couple things here that I think we need to do. One, I think we need to be smart about how we attack these things, and let's draw them to us if we can, and ambush them to a certain extent instead of the other way around, because so you can saw we can get overrun real quick. Two, don't go down.
It's got a point.
Don't go down as in don't die, or don't go down as in don't go down to the
As in don't die.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right. Yeah, no, he smiles. Tarsus smiles and says, I do like that plan.
If we're going in, Castiel's point, we should be smart about how we do this. And, not for nothing, but I'm not exactly the most constitutionist. I'm not the hardiest person. Or fast. So, but I can pack a punch from back. When Aurelion went in, I had no real honest way to contribute because of how we were positioned and everything like that. If we're doing this, we need to be a lot smarter with how we're traversing in general.
I would agree. Also, my holy word can slow them down, especially considering the fact that we are fighting undead or whatever these things are. It does limit their movement some. Now, I can only hit one at a time, but we might be able to use that as our advantage to lure them where we want, or separate them, or, not get ganged up on as much.
All right. I do also think we have a rough estimate of what's mapped out down there. We should probably go down and re-clear everything that we have yet to have seen, just to be safe.
What was in that far room? I don't remember if I saw it or who saw that.
I think Tarsus saw.
Talk about the one with the two circled stars.
Yes.
Yeah, it was just Tarsus. It was two. Yeah, Tarsus was. I think he was just kind of making sure that you guys weren't going to be followed, and basically in that room you saw a bunch of skeletons chained to the wall, and you saw. Let's see. There is a statue that depicts a gaunt, pale-faced man wearing a voluminous black cloak. His pale left hand resting on the head of a wolf that stood next to him, and in his right hand he holds a smoky gray crystal orb.
And that was a statue?
Yeah, like two statues next to each other.
I might not have been in there long enough to actually, really get a good feel for this, but I feel like every depiction of wolves has been like the hunting of wolves, taxidermy for wolves. Like, it's never been in a positive light. So when you say like there's a statue hand on the head of a wolf, does it look like in a friendly way, or is it like like I am holding the head of a wolf. Like, tell me more about that if you can. But I was also only in there
Yeah.
for about 6 seconds, so.
I think it's fair to ask, but the read aloud text does say his pale left hand resting on the head of a wolf. So the word resting makes me feel like it's familiar, perhaps, but not like, hi, I'm controlling you, wolf. You know.
Interesting. Well, there goes the one sentence that Tarsus had in his notes about this family.
Hates wolves.
We're animal people. We love our animals here.
All right.
All right, so you guys going back into the dungeon?
Yeah, so if we're going back down, I'm going to suggest we go
Yes.
left instead of the way we retreated from.
Yeah, so you guys get back down to the dungeon. And again, as you get towards the bottom, you hear this like low droning chant. Still, even after you were up there for a while taking care of business with Aurelion and took a rest, you still hear the same chant, about the same volume.
I suggest we go left this way. Because all of us have a good understanding of, I believe, this area down here, right? But this whole area on the left is pretty much just nothing for us.
Which way do you want us to go?
Left.
Okay,
This
This
alright,
way.
good.
I'd
Okay.
say
Sorry.
north, but it's east.
North,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. Well, you
North,
said,
east,
you said
east,
left.
north.
and when you said left, I saw someone do this, and I was
Oh.
like,
Pretty sure that was
I was-
Nooch just having some fun.
Okay. I was like,
We've been playing cat and mouse
Does-
with our cursors for the past 5 minutes.
yeah, let's go. Tarsus will cautiously lead the way unless somebody else wants to.
No, I would. If Castiel was feeling 100%, I would say he would. But right now, he feels like this is probably the best order.
Just want to like perceive everything around here, just make sure that there's nothing.
Yeah, so the room you're in there, just a wooden table, 4 chairs, and then as you just look down by where there's like straw cots, straw pallets it says, but they're kind of like moldy.
Yeah.
Basically exactly as Aurelion had described it. I think some of you may have gone into this room before,
Yeah, I
I
think we
think
might have
this
taken a
was
look.
as
if
far as
memory
they
serves
went.
me.
But I was
Yeah, I was gonna say, if
going
memory
back
serves
and
me.
relaying things as he spoke.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, roll initiative. No, just kidding. You can. So you get to this room, and this is the room with the well. Yeah, 4-foot diameter well shaft with a 3-foot high stone lip. A wooden bucket hangs from a rope and pulley mechanism bolted to the cross beams above the well. And it kind of looks like the other room that you were just in, but like the side stuff looks bigger. There's like a wood framed bed instead of like just like a pallet on the ground. And there's like a wooden chest that you guys are gonna just make sure you see everything here, right?
Pretty much, yeah. That was the idea.
So we'll just, yeah. But yeah, they're all kind of more or less the same. But
Okay.
they all have like a wooden chest.
Do any of these chests
It looks like there's a rusty
locked?
iron padlock. Yeah, a rusty iron padlock on each of them.
Nobody.
Oh.
I don't think anyone pick locks, right? So,
I can blast locks.
yeah.
I can draw a map
He's a
of the
blast
lock.
lock.
I think I could also draw a map. Are you have cartography?
Calligraphy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so no, wait. I can just write really pretty.
I had no cartography.
My bad.
I mean, and they're wooden chests too. So I mean,
True.
you could probably smash the chest itself as well. So there's options if you
I mean, I
Where to
feel
try.
like we try
maybe
to
not
collect
quiet
things.
ones.
Maybe there's things that is useful in these chests. I don't know. What do you guys think? I can probably blast it open, but it will also probably make some noise.
Oh, man. I don't know. I kind of feel like not drawing things to us might be better at the moment.
Wow. Didn't we want to do that if we were going to find things to lure them to us instead of going to them on their terms? If that was the purpose, I don't know.
Go for it.
What do you think, Tars?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, I'm just gonna. So, anyways, I started blasting.
You just, unless you
The
interrupted,
blast
your
and the
intention is to open all of them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. We'll start with the one above you, and we'll just work counterclockwise from there, because that's the way it's listed in the module.
Sure. Let me open this. Gotta open my Google Doc again.
Yeah, I can send you this
Okay,
information, so you don't have to worry about writing it down. So, the one above,
Aurelion died.
the one above you, you open it up, and there is a pouch. Looks kind of leathery.
Okay.
And Gar, as you pick it up and you're looking at it, and you believe that the pouch is made of human skin.
Ooh.
But this revelation does not come to you like right away. Like you're just like, what the heck am I? Oh dear God!
Lovely,
Like
lovely.
it's one of those.
Mm-hmm.
But it jingles with coin.
Okay. A leather pouch of human skin.
And in there,
Yum.
yep. And I could send the rest to you because that's really the only interesting thing.
Okay.
But yeah, there's 11 gold and 60 silver, and the mint of the gold is different than anything you've ever seen. But you see on one side of it, you see the crest that you had seen. Gar, you have it in your book, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there was a crest maybe on the letter that Aurelion had read.
Mm-hmm.
If I know you saw it also in the house somewhere. I'm pretty sure that's where it was, but it's the same crest with the raven over the shield and the castle. And on the other side of the coins, you see clearly the same dude that you saw depicted in the statue that Tarsus saw. It's a gaunt. I could read the description again.
No.
A gaunt, pale-faced man, and Gar looks so much like the image you saw in your book. So that would be like the head side, and the crest would be like the tail side.
All right. Well, silver short sword.
Yeah. There's a silvered short sword in there.
Good thing you're using
We
2024
got 3 moss
rules.
agates.
Well, I don't get much from swords, but there you go. I was really kind of hoping there was something that would, be useful in here, but it looks like the sword's the only real use.
Yeah, other than that, for the viewers at home, you got 3 moss agates and a folded piece of black cloth. One was a black leather eye patch with a carnelian sewn into it. One was an ivory hairbrush with silver bristles, and then the other was the silver short sword.
And you said we've never seen this mint before.
It was a similar icon.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say, like, you guys are probably from the Forgotten Realms, and this is just, like, you could tell, like, oh, these are gold coins and silver coins, but just, it's like foreign money.
So is it like wintergreen or?
Spearmint,
More like
I'm
pepper.
pretty sure.
Yeah, spearmint is effective in a fight,
Nice.
Yeah, okay.
Do we hear anything after the blasting?
Oh, good job.
No, but the sound does echo a little bit, but there is the droning of the chant that you still hear. So
Okay.
if they heard it, whoever's chanting, if they heard it, they haven't stopped.
Now comes the tight corridors.
Now, would Tarsus know this layout? Because I know that I walked over this way, and I think initially I walked over
somebody
here
did.
and
Yeah,
saw
we
that these
definitely-
connected.
I know I did. I don't.
Yeah.
I think Tarsus was with me
I feel-
as well.
I know I walked
I feel
over
comfortable
here and-
that you're able to piece this info together.
All right.
Yeah.
So we can go where we
And if
came
you remember at
from.
that T intersection, there's no footsteps going down. But there is footsteps going up the stairs. Up, like back and forth, up and down the staircase.
Yeah, this was where the footprints go like this, right?
Yes,
And not like this.
correct.
Okay. From here on, we go
And
really
then the
quiet. Like,
tombstone that's on the map is where Nooch drew the for Aurelion.
too soon.
Yeah.
Does anyone want this short sword before we go?
Can anyone use it?
I mean, it's a silver short sword. I feel like that's.
I mean, I can.
Tarsus can.
No, I can use it. I
Oh
can
yeah,
use
Marshall. Oh yeah,
Yes. Yep.
2024 for the win.
Okay, have at it. Well, guess we just move quietly from this point on. If they haven't already heard that.
Yep, I'll wait for you guys to move your tokens. I'm not making any assumptions.
Sorry, I'm looking for something. I want to take one of those coins and try to roll it down that hallway.
Without the footprints?
Yep. I'm not walking on it. Taking a coin, putting
Yeah.
it on there, and just rolling it down. And if it
Sure.
won't,
Give me
roll, I'll
a-
slide it Bloody Knuckles style.
No, it'll roll a bit. Roll me a pyramid.
Two.
Okay, it kind of rolls and kind of gets stuck in this area right here where like the wood beam hits. And it seems to behave naturally like you kind of expect.
Yeah, why don't we go back to the room we were in and not down that hallway?
I concur.
And I'd suggest we move stealthily. So much so that we roll.
Tarsus might not be your lead man if that's the case,
Yes.
but
I mean,
that's up to you guys to figure out.
You know, some people call it tumbling, and you see the Castiel like do a tumble roll.
Goes right past Tarsus. Rolls up the stairs. I love it.
oh no. Yes, so I guess we'll just head back into this room.
Are we trying to stealth?
Yes.
I mean, I
I definitely would want stealth checks from everybody if that's what you're doing. But
It's a 10 for me.
It's a 13 for me.
it's a 13 for me.
10, 13, 13. Okay.
Not so bad.
Could have been worse.
Wait, are we going around or are we going straight across?
You can
Gar-
go straight to follow the footprints, but just going down there is where
Based
the
on
footprints
what
stop.
Gar
It's up to
said,
you.
Tarsus walked all the way around.
I guess
Okay.
Castiel followed him then.
Yeah, I do the
I
same
might have
thing.
misunderstood, but that's what I did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tarsus
still-
turns around. I look at Cass like, what? Okay.
All right, you're back in that room. You see the table in the position that Gar had left it. still looks oil splashed. I'm sure if you forget if you said you threw it at the ground or the table, but wherever you threw it, it's still there.
Yeah.
Didn't you move that table upstairs?
Yeah, it's crazy. It made this really discordant sound too. I don't know how a table made a sound. All right, well, get moving, I suppose.
All right, let's see if we can quietly move this away.
It's all oiled up. It should be squeezed.
Quiet is a relative term. You're able to move it, but it's, I think, contextually with the humming and the not the humming, the chanting, I think you feel like you did a pretty decent job.
Alrighty.
I know the scene of the crime is before you. Yes.
Nothing. Don't worry about me.
I have a strong feeling that when I step here, 2 ghouls are going to attack out of nowhere.
Just don't.
Do you want to
stay in
prepare
this
something?
cross point?
Do you want to prepare like a dodge action or an attack or something, or?
Yeah. If I can do that, definitely. I think a dodge would probably make the most sense because I don't necessarily know where they're going to come from, but if I'm expecting they're going to come for me, I think it'd be easier to be up with the shield than it would to be like, like, you know, attack.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, we could say that you've taken the dodge action and before you move in there. I think it's very fair.
I kind of like look back and say, this is what we're doing.
Whatever happens, just keep moving, because that is a terrible choke I can't get to if you stand there.
Pull back if they do spot you.
Right. And Tarsus looks for a moment at the, like, I'm sure there's still blood all over that spot.
Yeah.
Probably pieces of clothing, like torn clothing. And he just kind of looks there for a moment, nods his head, takes a step forward. Does anything happen?
You step forward. You feel like you can tell that the chanting, just like the last time when you had that moment, it feels like it's definitively coming from map left, Tarsus's right. But you kind of stand there, you're like, you know, like very on guard. Maybe even look at the floor in front of you.
Gar's not there yet.
Did I say Gar? I said you're on
He
guard.
said on guard, yeah.
Yeah, that's the joke.
It was funny.
Yeah. Did you think that was funny?
But nothing
Leave a
happens.
comment below and let us know.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
That was indeed not funny. Anyway, continue.
I'll say this. I thought of the joke too, but I chose not to say it.
Oh.
But yeah, nothing,
Indeed.
at least seemingly nothing happens.
Did we decide where we wanted to go next? Like, you know what? I'm going this way.
Okay, he's decided.
Okay, and then you see the room just like before. I'll just read the text again. This room is festooned with moldy skeletons that hang from rusty shackles against the walls. A wide alcove in the south wall contains a painted wooden statue carved in the likeness of a gaunt, pale-faced man wearing a voluminous black cloak, his pale left hand resting on the head of a wolf that stands next to him. In his right hand, he holds a smoky gray crystal orb. The room has exits in the west and north walls, and chanting can be heard coming from the west. And because my eraser has sort of shown a token, you see what appears to be maybe like from like a knee and calf down to someone's foot, kind of just like on the ground, and easily could be one of the ghouls.
I look to Castiel and kind of just motion with, I'd like to say motion with my hand, but I for sure already have my long sword out, so I kind of like point with the sword. And I'm going to go up and attack it.
All right, I'm going to come in here and prepare for when he does do that. Probably here.
Can I perceive the
If I
room
wasn't
first?
clear, if you want to do this, go for it. It's not moving, for whatever that's worth. It does look like it's on the ground, like it's horizontal. Not saying you shouldn't attack
like
it.
laying down?
I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm not saying you shouldn't attack it, but that if you misunderstood me, I did want to clear that up.
Okay. I didn't envision laying down, but that is what you said. I would like to try to just perceive the room. Like, do I notice anything weird as far as footsteps, anything that I might think is a trap or that sort of thing before I move further?
No, really, the only significant things here would be the wooden statues of the guy and the wolf, and the skeletons that are chained to the wall.
Are the skeletons armed?
I don't think they are. No.
They ain't got no arms.
I'm gonna
I'm
approach
unarmed.
with the sword drawn out.
Yeah.
And what happens when I get closer?
Yeah, so you get to there and just you see more of this body that you kind of oops, I hit the wrong. This ghoulish body that's just laying on the ground in front of what looks like a door. And as you realize it's not moving, so like you're not like immediately you could take a quick moment to just take in the situation, and you get the sense that there are like acid burns on it.
Does it look like it's moving at all, or is it like?
No, it would look like the other two that you passed to get here, because bodies don't just leave in D&D because the token's gone.
Yeah.
But I think it's fair to say he's dead, Jim.
I like motion for Castiel and Gar to take a look.
Anybody that goes there can see the same thing.
Does it look like anything happened to it? Like, does it look messed up or different than the last time we saw it? Or is it just not moving dead? Like,
No, I would just say the acid burns would be the significant change.
And I don't remember this, but I feel like Tarsus probably would. Two of them were turned and ran away. What?
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Weren't they both the ones that were on this side?
No,
No,
actually,
it
it was
was one
split
on this side,
exactly
one on the
2
other.
and 2, 1 and 1 on each side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's why it attacked. Really, instead of.
Yep.
Does it look like the acid came from like? Is there anything else in this hallway that it looks like acid could have come out of? Because it's right in front of a door and it has acid on it. So like the player Josh is thinking there's a trap on the door.
Yeah. I would say the ghoul is face down, so you're looking at its back.
Yeah.
And I would say there are actually roll an investigation check. Let's see what you're able to put together.
3 plus something, but I don't think it's gonna matter. 4. Yeah.
Would anyone else like to do that? I think that's
Sure. What's
It's clearly the new information.
I
Investigation.
rolled a 3 as well, so that's a 5 for me.
I rolled a 10.
Okay.
At least it wasn't initiative, boys.
Yeah. So, I mean, Tarsus and Castiel are kind of just looking at it like, yeah, the acid burns. And Gar, you're kind of thinking like, it doesn't look like it was sprayed with acid. Like it looks like there's a shape of acid on it. Maybe
Like a glob of acid.
maybe kind of like a football shape.
Okay. Acid explosion. Well,
But there's no like sprinkles of burns. It's just in that
nice.
football shape on his body.
Oh, well, that's one down. Do we want to try to find the other?
Suppose. Can ghouls open doors?
They have, I mean, yes? That's like a philosophical question. I'm not prepared to answer.
I don't know.
You know what they say, when a ghoul closes a door, it opens a window. And I'll just
What?
I'll start walking out the other side.
Totally heard that one.
Oh my goodness. All right, I'll follow him. Good lord.
Okay. It's gonna get. Okay, so.
If I could dodge again,
Oops, I
that'd be
did the
cool.
wrong thing again. So this gets to like a little right-hand turn for Tarsus. And you see down here the other body in a similar state, but this one is you see it's more on its back and has a similar imprint of burns, but on his like chest and stomach kind of.
Can I investigate again for this? Not necessarily for
What
a
do you mean?
trap, just. Well, let me. Oh, okay. There's a natural 20, so I'm gonna say what I was thinking. All right. I guess I'll ask the question that Tarsus was gonna ask aloud. Does it look like someone or something attacked these dudes with acid, and that like I'm kind of thrown by that door wasn't open, right? That the other one was standing outside of.
Correct. And you see it looks like just the other side of the door.
So does it look like they got attacked and then were fleeing from the attacker, that like they ran out and the door was closed behind it? Does it look like the bodies were like, am I spending too much time on thinking about this, Jake? Because just tell me that's okay and we'll
I don't think you're spending too much time thinking about this, and I think it's very reasonable to think that something happened to them and attacking. I mean, they're dead apparently. That's a very logical conclusion to come to.
I realize they can't see this, so I'll kind of like walk a little closer to them and just say that the other one's dead too. Looks like it
Oh, perfect.
also was killed by some sort of acid.
Okay, so this is room number 33. The
Thank
door.
you, acid.
Let's see. There's a chandelier in this room. It's suspended above a table in the middle. There are 2 high-back chairs that flank it, which has an empty clay jug and 2 clay flagons atop it. There are iron candlesticks that stand in 2 corners, and their candles have long since melted away. And if you guys have dark vision, right? Yeah, so if you look in here, it looks like maybe there's another bedroom.
I don't know what happened to those ghouls, but whatever it is, I'm happy about it.
Well, whatever it
I
is, it
mean-
was fancier because it was done under a chandelier.
Got that right. Chandeliers.
I feel like we probably can't get any good chandeliers around here, though.
Mm-hmm. I love that SNL skit so much.
Very good one. I can't help but feel like these ghouls ran into this room and then were fleeing. So
It just, it worries me that something handled these ghouls that easily, and you saw what they did to us.
Circumstance. Easily, we don't know how difficult or easy they were taken care of. And two, it was effectively 1 or 2 people versus 4 of the ghouls that entire time. So, you know, I understand.
A valid point.
Yeah. I'm not very well. It could be something absolutely terrifying now. Apparently, there's a monster in this house, according to ghost children, that definitely exists.
you saw him.
I did. Well, we got 2 options. North or west. Right? Yeah.
East.
Well, they're both pretty much north.
No, west, right?
Yeah,
West
I mean,
is,
we
gotta
might
go
as well
down.
just continue exploring this little, I mean, or this little area first before moving on.
I thought you were talking about from where you were, Lee. And I was like,
Oh.
there's a wall to your west.
True. Very true.
Is that a
So you want to
wall?
look into what might be a bedroom?
Yes.
This is,
Oh,
But
yes. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so you are moving into the bedroom.
Yeah, I'm just really struggling over here.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to figure out how to naturally make a joke about a gabagool over here. You know? But I can't. So that's why
Fair
I
enough.
said it.
All right, so this room contains a large wood-framed bed with a rotted feather mattress. And there is a wardrobe up against the wall just below Castiel. Let's see. There's an open crate in there, which I don't think I even see on the map. Maybe that's by Tarsus. I think that's where that is.
So
Tarsus' buns were
Looks like
covering
there's
it.
some. Fair enough. Looks like there's some torches and candles in there. At the foot of the bed is what looks like a wooden footlocker. I think that's about it.
Okay.
Oh, Mr. Grave Robber. Want to take a look at these?
Talking to me? You really want me to? Okay, you really want me to come in here to open this because you don't want to open it? Oh my
Nice.
god!
He's been that far.
That's fantastic.
Do you want me to or not? I'll
think
do
you
it.
should.
But okay. Josh is sitting there contemplating heavily.
No, I'm not. I'm looking at a gif of Tony Soprano. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's fine.
Oh,
If you
wait
keep
a second.
Castiel-
So Gar,
Hold on a second. I'm a fool. I'm gonna open it with Mage Hand. Everybody get out of the room.
what?
Oh.
This is madness.
We
Paladins normally don't have mage hand, but you got magic
I
initiate
totally
wizard.
forgot I took Magic Initiate. Yeah.
Okay. So you try to open the footlocker with the mage hand,
Mm-hmm.
position the hand over it, get the fingers underneath the latch a little bit, and then it just creaks and opens up.
The lid weighs 11 pounds. It doesn't open.
Yeah, I thought that's actually where I thought that was going. And there was another box in there that could be
Imagine
opened
if it
too.
said that in the module, it'd be like, you're so.
What is the
There-
purpose of this spell?
Give me a perception check. We'll see if you can tell what's in there.
That is 16.
Yeah, you definitely see a handful of items. It looks like there's a folded cloak of some kind. Maybe a small wooden coffer in there as well.
There was another box, right?
It was the open crate.
The one in the corner, yeah. It was open, which you saw that had some
okay.
torches and some candles.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, I'd walk back in the room and check and see if there's anything we missed in there. Any markings on the cloak?
No. It looks like it's a fine make.
You look like you're a fine man.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Is that everything in here?
Those are the only things in the footlocker that you can see. Is a wooden coffer and a cloak that's folded neatly. You guys are very funny.
Did we look at that wardrobe as well to the right of the bed?
I don't think anyone opened it.
All of
In there, it looks like there are
Spooky
several
ghost.
old robes. Yeah.
He jumps out.
And a pair of iron candlesticks. Oh no, I'm sorry. Those are flanking the bed. The iron candlesticks. But the wardrobe has several old robes in it.
Are they as fine as the one that was in that chest?
Certainly not.
Are there any markings on these robes?
No, they're just kind of black, but like faded and a bit dull.
Is there anything else in this room that we missed?
Do you want to search it or something, or like?
Well,
you're
like,
looking...
those are the obvious things. Is like we looked at the footlocker, we looked at the chest, we looked at the wardrobe, but like there's nothing. There's nothing else that a reasonable person would look at aside from just under the bed and like flip the covers and.
I was gonna say, you want to
whatnot.
look under the bed?
Yeah, I mean, sure, I'll look under the bed, but I'm more just meaning like like from your description of the room. I don't think we missed anything else, but.
No, I mean, it looks kind of dusty under the bed. You really should clean up better more often.
Magic dust or like regular dust?
It's the dust of disappearance.
Sneezing dust.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Dust of choking and sneezing, or coughing and sneezing, whatever it is.
Yeah.
When you said that like the robes or whatever, you said one of them looks nicer than the other ones.
Yes.
The one in the footlocker looks
one on
like it's in really good shape.
Is there anything else
Yeah.
in the footlocker, or is it just that?
A wooden coffer.
It looks like a small wooden coffer, which is I don't think Tarsus tried to open it or anything, but they're currently still
like
in the
another
footlocker, as
small
far as I
box?
understand. Yes.
Okay.
I wouldn't say it's super small, but it might take up half the footlocker, maybe even a little more, and the cloak is folded beside it.
And then the other open crate just, what was that in that again?
Candles and torches.
Can't.
Open the coffer.
It is unlocked. It does not creak when you open it. It's nice and
sus.
quiet. Makes you feel a little more comfortable. But in it, you see 4 small vials of a reddish variety liquid. You see a chain shirt. Looks like it's sized for a medium-sized humanoid. A mess kit. A flask of alchemist fire. This is what they say is described in a small wooden coffer. A bullseye lantern. A set of thieves' tools. And a yellow leather covered book.
Entitled The King in Yellow. Is it actually?
It says Gar is a traitor. I'm just kidding.
made my head explode by nodding your head to that, Jake. I just want you to know.
You were like,
The title of the book is "Don't Trust Him" with a portrait of Gar.
it's a pale elven man.
Traders for dummies. Does anyone need a chain shirt? Would that benefit anyone?
Not me.
Not me either.
Throw it in my bag.
Okay.
Fire.
And as you remove the item,
Lovely.
bursting from behind earthen walls are two creatures.
Can I just
I'm
say,
not even kidding.
just clarify that this small wooden coffer, we brought it out here
Coffer.
and are opening it this way, next to all of our portraits. No, I'm just.
Well, as soon as you would try to,
Yeah.
somebody has to be over there.
Yeah.
At least, yeah. So Tarsus was there, so Tarsus will be there at least. Where Castiel and Gar are is up to you guys.
I mean, if he was taking stuff out of it, I would be closer.
Yeah, I'd be like right behind wherever the hell Cass decides to end up.
Yeah. All right. Let's do some initiative rolling.
God damn. I just rolled a 3
Oh no.
for, I think, every initiative that we've rolled, I've rolled a 3.
You've gotten that's the result is a 3.
The
Oof.
result is a 3.
I mean, you had 1-4.
Thanks. You're right.
Gee, thanks.
I got a 10.
I think I'm gonna use my inspiration. I could use inspiration on initiative, right?
Yeah.
Is that a stupid
What did
move,
Gar get?
everyone?
I got a 20.
20 for going.
I mean, I don't think it's a stupid move.
Well, here's the question we have to ask first. Is he surprised?
That doesn't matter. It's not a thing in this edition.
Yeah, it is. It just means they go first.
No, it doesn't. It means that
Doesn't it?
It means that they roll with advantage for their initiative. I mean, Jake can do whatever he wants for
You
house
would have
rules,
disadvantage if you were surprised.
but I would have disadvantage.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
But
I thought. Well, it's okay.
Yeah. No, I just had someone really try to come at me in a comment on a video, and they were wrong.
Jake was not surprised by the comment, though.
I was not surprised by how they tried to handle this. But no, I think the fact that they're bursting behind the walls, like that's something you would hear, you would notice. It might be startling, but I'm not giving you the surprised condition. So you're using your inspiration or no?
Yeah, I gotta get that's a 10 now, so not much better. But
If it makes you feel any better, it does make you go before. That did move you ahead of one of them.
feel nothing.
I feel nothing. All right. This creature, they're wearing tattered black robes. They look like the ghouls a bit, but perhaps a little bit more gaunt. They've got their fingers seem a little bit longer. They have this long tongue. It's kind of gross. And the first one there is going to make an attack roll against Tarsus.
Ghastly, smelly things.
It is a ghastly, smelly thing indeed. We'll do a little claw attack. Good. That's not gonna do it. That's an 11 to hit.
Good. Good.
So yeah, you turn, you get your shield up just in time. And that's gonna do it for the first one. And that's gonna bring us to Gar. I'll say Gar, you
Are
see.
ghasts less
We'll just do that
scary
to
than
make sure.
ghouls now? What?
Well, ghouls have multi-attack
I
now.
can say the ghast does not have a multi-attack.
That's crazy to me. Okay. Well, can I see? I'm kind of in an awkward position, I suppose, huh?
You have done that
I mean,
yourself.
I am small, by the way, just
little
as
bit.
a FYI.
Do I
A
have
little bit. You definitely can see that there's activity. The one behind Tarsus, I would say maybe you might not get a clean shot
What
at,
if I
but you
go
could
here?
definitely see the other one. Yeah, if you went there, you'd have a clean shot at both.
Yeah, so I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb.
Hey yo.
Gonna use my free use Chromatic Orb for the day.
Oh, nice. Did you not do that the last time?
No, I used a spell slot because I assumed we'd short rest.
Huh? And he was right.
Look at this guy here, huh?
Yikes. Not the best. Would actually 16.
Oh yeah, 16 hits. Which one did you go after? G1 or
The
G2?
one right in front of me. Directly here.
That is not specific enough.
This one.
Okay.
Only they had identifiers that could make it so you can say which one you're
That's
attacking.
I'm sorry, the one to the north.
We're gonna do fire again.
Fire. Come on, doubles.
18 fire damage, but no double.
Woo! Wow.
18 fire damage?
Yeah, I rolled a 4, a 6, and then an 8.
Whoa.
Call me crazy. I think
Chromatic
you killed it.
orb for
Yeah.
the win. No, but if there's an undead equivalent of bloodied, it is that.
Nice.
Crispy.
Yeah, this like black, brackish blood just somehow bursts forth and cauterizes because it's fire damage.
Yep. That's my turn.
Okay. That brings us to Castiel.
I am going to cast Holy Word on G2, the same one that Gar just hit.
I like this.
I don't. That's a 10 to hit.
A 10 does miss.
You know what? I'm going to use my heroic
Castiel.
inspiration.
Here we go.
That is a 12 to hit.
12 just misses.
Oh,
Oh,
Your words were not sticky enough.
Nope. No, that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. Tarsus, as you go, but this stench assaults your nostrils. It is so bad that I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
that is a 14.
14 succeeds, and you're immune to this stench moving forward.
thank you.
Continue as however you would see fit.
G1's stench or the stench in general? If
At
I
the
don't
very
know the
least,
answer
you're
to that,
only
that's
aware
fine.
of
Yeah.
one. You don't, but
Okay.
whatever it is you're smelling now.
So, if I was to move here, I know that wouldn't provoke an opportunity attack from G1. What are my chances? What does it look like? Am I rolling against like cover for G2, or is that a normal attack?
I think for now, both of them would have half cover.
If I was to move there,
So it's a +2 to AC for this attack.
yeah. Oh wait. Just in general, or if I was to move to that spot and try to attack them.
To that square.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like if you squared up and left the G1 space, it would be, different.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take the opportunity attack. And
Okay. G1's gonna take a claw strike at you. It's only a 16 to hit.
I will try to attack you too. And don't think that's gonna do it. What's my plus? Oh, maybe it will. 14. I think it will.
14 hits. Had they had half cover, it would have missed.
Yes. And of course, it's a 1 on the damage die. Man, this campaign has been really rough for my dice rolls. Okay, so that's 5 slashing.
5 slashing. Okay.
And I'll move back here. That's my turn.
Okay. All right. G2 is going to step forward and try to get. I almost said Gar, but I meant Tarsus. Gonna go with a claw attack. That's a natural 2, which is a miss. Tarsus has turned up the defense. Ching, ching. He's just getting that shield in. All this stuff. The claws just like scrape against the shield, given that like chalkboard like sense, which actually just gave me the willies describing it. That was supposed to give you the willies, not me the willies. And that's going to be it for G2. But G1 is going to step down and also going to make a claw attack against Tarsus. That's going to hit. That's a 24 to hit.
I'll hit.
All right. Yeah. Average damage. So that would be 10 slashing. And I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
That one's not as good. That's 11.
And 11 succeeds, though.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Gar.
Right. I'm gonna do the same thing I just did and hope it works out. I'm gonna attack the
Chromatic
same
orb.
one. Yep. That's 19 plus whatever. So it's 25.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits.
Yes!
Doubles?
6, 5, 6. Okay. 17
Doubles!
for that first hit.
Okay, that definitely. First off, describe your kill and then how it happens when it bounces.
Sure. Well, let me make sure it hits first. The second one. That's an 18 for 24. Okay, good. I don't know. I liked. I just throw a orb at it. It just kind of like goes through the torso, and I like, kind of like pull it back through it and throw it at the other one.
Yes. Gar's just lighting burning them all. All right, how much damage do you deal to G1?
13.
13. Gar's doing some. He's burninating him.
All right. I'm almost tapped though.
All right. Do you want to move or bonus action or anything?
I don't think moving is in my best interest.
Okay.
Actually, you know what?
Cast it.
Fuck it. I'm on the bed.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Or Gar's jumping on the bed.
Yep. This ghoul's about to have. Oh no.
I'm gonna cast Holy Word again.
Okay.
Come on, dice. Be with me. 18 to hit.
Nice.
18 hits.
Finally. And that is 5 radiant damage, and its speed is reduced by 10.
Yeah. All right. Any moving?
Yes, I'm actually gonna take a step back,
Okay.
and then that will end my turn.
All right. We'll get back to Tarsus. I'm gonna try to hit it again with my sword.
That's an 11. Actually, it doesn't matter. It's good.
Should have been vexed. Not vexed. Sapped, right?
Oh, yeah.
That other one that hit you should have been sapped. It's all right.
It should have been sapped.
You know what? This is actually something we could retcon. I'm going to just retroactively make another attack. And if I hit, it stays. Trust
Come
me.
on, baby. Come on.
It went from a 14 to an 11, which actually changes the result to a 16. So you never took that 10 damage.
Oh my god.
that is huge.
50% of my hit points back, baby.
And I was trying to decide if I made a huge mistake by not healing you last round.
Okay. Nice. Thank you for that, Jake.
Well, it was one of those where it wouldn't have affected anything. Okay, so Tarsus is still going.
My turn is over. I feel like I need to say I didn't hit G1. I hit G2. I'm pretty sure G1 is the one that rolled an attack and hit me. Is that correct?
I actually don't remember. I thought it was G2. The first one missed and the second one came out.
The first one missed. G1 was the one who attacked first and missed, and then G2 was the one who came out and attacked.
That's what I thought.
And then,
I think.
And then you moved down to the top of initiative, and then it came out. G2 hit me, I think. But it doesn't matter. I'm gonna take 10 healing. Let us know in the comments if we got that wrong. And yeah, Jake's super cool DM.
Don't yell at Josh because he said he doesn't know. He brought it up. That's not his fault.
Fair enough.
Get mad at Jake instead.
To quote my friend Nooch, my shoulders are broad. I can take it. G1, it just got. Oh, actually, you know what? Just got burned. Nooch, can you roll me a die and just tell me if it's odd or even?
Sure. Even.
Even as Gar
I thought that's
turns his attention to go after Gar.
Oh no.
His fault.
Sorry.
It's with the turns
I'm
around
the
with
one
the claw.
who's saving
15.
your ass.
What?
Oh, okay.
A 15, I think, hits though.
Oh, fucking course it does.
Is that? Yeah.
Okay.
All right. The damage is not great.
75% of my health is gone, right?
It's 6 slashing damage,
Awesome.
but I do need a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, that's worse. 5.
Okay. This creature turns and just slashes you across like the stomach, and you like try to move and like kind of grab your stomach in pain, and as you do, your muscles just tense up and you have the paralyzed condition.
Good. Move in, try to flank.
Actually,
Castiel,
the funny thing is yeah, so the funny thing is you obviously you miss your turn, but you go now.
I just want to call attention to this. No one can see this in our private DM chat. However, I get a gift from Mr. Joshua Tabletop saying,
I'm gonna screenshot
and
it.
I say, that is the last time I'm helping you. And he says, you should know not to help me. That's what killed Aurelion.
I
actually just screenshot it. I'm gonna put it in the show.
Oh no. That's it. DMs are going out. We're leaking DMs here at JnJ.
Yep. But this condition lasts until the end of your turn, so essentially you just missed a turn, which obviously does suck, but could have been a lot worse. Although actually you did start your turn within 5 feet of it, so I actually need another con save from you.
Lovely. That's an 13? 13.
13 succeeds. Okay. So Gar loses his turn but now is no longer paralyzed. Castiel, you go.
And then and I don't know if it's a good move, but I'm gonna run up and attack him with my silvered sword.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot you had that as the mace.
A 16 to hit. Well, I decided to switch it out. 16 hits.
Yeah, 16 hits. Yeah.
Hallelujah. And that is 7 piercing damage.
7 piercing damage. This is beautiful. It's like the equivalent of bloodied now, but I feel like he just took its swipe at Gar. It looked like it was getting ready to maybe pounce on him, and Tarsus, you just see the pointy end of a short sword stick through its ribcage, kind of on the edge, as Castiel just goes right through, clean, pulls out, and just guts and viscera kind of just spill out a bit.
Nice one, Mr. Frodo.
Pretty much.
That will end my turn.
All right. Tarsus, we're back to you.
All right, let's see. Use a different die this time.
And I am straight across from you.
It was a bad decision. That's a natural 1.
Oh yeah, we're using our flanking rules.
What are we good to flank last
lovely.
turn?
Well, in that case,
Because there was no flanking last turn.
Tarsus.
all right. In that case, that's an 18.
18 hits. Thank you, Michael, for laughing at that.
And Nooch was laughing too, even if he was taking a drink. So his cup hid the chuckle a little bit.
I'm just silently enjoying this.
It's 10 slashing.
10 slashing
Yeah,
damage.
that's good.
10
yeah.
slashing, yeah. That made up for my 1 that I rolled before. I rolled a 6 at a +4.
You literally chop one of its arms off, and it's just the arm hits the ground and looks like it wants to move around and do something, but just kind of sputters out, and blood's just spurting out of here, and it just turns he's ready to go after.
Gross.
We'll see who goes after you. You end your turn.
Yes, my turn
It's just
is
hanging on by a thread, a
my
tendon maybe.
turn is ended.
And now my turn.
Okay. Nooch, I'm gonna need a D6 this time,
Oh,
Ooh.
because he's got reason to
Roll the
attack
one
all
that-
of you nerds.
so I rolled the one that Josh made.
Oh.
Oh, wow. What an honor.
I got a 6.
Sorry, Castiel.
A 6. It turns. Okay, this next. I'm gonna see what happens with the attack before I describe it. Good. So it misses. It got an 8 total. So Tarsus chops off this arm, and it looks like it turned to swipe at Castiel with that arm, but it just wasn't there. just like whooshing.
That's great.
And that brings us back to Gar. I was like, if it misses, this will be too fun to describe.
What are the rules for casting in melee? Is it disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
still? Okay.
But if you have a saving throw, you can just impose a save.
Also,
Or shock and grasp. I don't know if you have that.
all right. I'll just mind sliver it. I need.
Was it intelligence?
Saving. It is an intelligence.
That would be a 9.
It's not enough. 2 dabblage.
Well, it had 1. So what does it look like when you're when this creature falls to your mind slivery ways?
It looks like nothing happened. It just falls over as if the sword hitting the arm was the last thing that happened to it.
Okay. So there was just momentum, and it just kind of
It just kind of fell down
hits
and
the
passed
ground.
its feet,
Yeah.
Did it
Very
during
cool.
its spin and momentum, did it fall back into the hole that it came from?
Sure. Why not?
Yeah.
Good.
But yeah, upon just another quick moment, it looked like the one that you just killed looked like a male, and it looked like the first one that went down was female. And before we resume, we're gonna take a little pee-pee break. Maybe a big pee-pee break.
Makes
I
you
don't
scream
know.
cap that as well and put that entire chat into the.
Don't you dare.
No. Here at J&J Tabletop, we're trying to help you get the most out of your games by helping you unlock what works best for you at your table. Whether you're a player or dungeon master, or even play other systems, we'll help you take your experiences to the next level. Subscribe today and get even more out of your games. Our very own Lee, who plays Gar Vochizar, scaled Mount Kilimanjaro, and is as Irish as they come, also has his own YouTube channel dedicated entirely to making D&D fun again. Highly imitated, never duplicated. You will laugh, learn, and enjoy his content, so head to youtube.com/@thiscrits and subscribe today. Our graphic overlays were created by our Dungeon Master Jake at TTRPGoverlay.com. TTRPGoverlay.com is the premier resource for quality D&D and TTRPG actual play graphic overlays. Our overlay packs, like this one, the Gothic Castle, are designed to be simple and enhance your content, which in our opinion is you. Stop by TTRPGoverlay.com today and check out what we've got, including some free examples. Remember, you and your content are special. Our products help everyone see that. We appreciate every kind of support that J&J Tabletop gets. Watching and sharing our videos will always be the primary way you can do that. However, if you enjoy our content, please consider joining our channel as a member. It's a direct way to let us know you believe in what we are doing, and it helps us improve our content. We will be adding to the list of perks we offer as we get ideas, so check back regularly to see what's new.
Don't forget to smash that like button.
All right, we're back. You've just defeated these two ghasts, and their treasure is now sitting in the footlocker before you.
I will take the treasure.
Oh, now
Well,
you want to
all
open
of
the
the
box?
I feel like the threat's already gone. I mean,
ma-
call
the
me
man-
crazy.
The man who refuses to open the coffin when there's... Nah, I don't want to get into this
It
again.
was a centipede, you bitch!
You said there were a bunch of vials in there.
Mm-hmm.
What do we know about those vials?
You're all level 2, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
They're 4 healing potions.
Nice.
If it's a potion of harm, you're not telling us.
Hey, Gar.
There's one way to find out.
He's out.
There's only one way to find out.
You know,
Roll a
funny thing is,
D4.
even if I knew what those were, I would say, I don't want to drink one. And you'd think they're all harmful regardless of what happens.
There's a reason why Gar and Harm rhyme.
Oh no.
All making
Hashtag
sense
Gar
now.
killed Aurelion.
If I do anything, it spoils anything. So I cannot act until you
Yeah.
decide.
No, he's doing good. Outside of the potions now, there was the book and the cloak. I think are the only two things you don't really know exactly what they are.
But it seems like there's more to it than just a book and a cloak.
I mean, you haven't opened the book and you haven't really looked at the cloak much. It just looks a fine material.
I look at both of them.
Okay. The book is a spell book. And actually, I would say because you have Magic Initiate Wizard, you know what some of these spells are.
Wow.
There is I'll send the information, but there's Disguise Self, Identify, Mage Armor, Magic Missile, Protection from Evil and Good, and then second level you got Dark Vision, Hold Person, Invisibility, and Magic Weapon. But they are wizard. I don't know. I feel like having Pact of the Tome should give you a little leeway here. So maybe we'll talk off camera about that one, Lee.
What was that?
If
Sorry.
there's anything he's got, it's leeway.
It's leeway, yeah. How much is leeway? And then we've got
Too much.
Oh,
Enough to
And then we
break
also
the
have
ice.
the cloak. Did I tell you the color of the cloak? I
Lee
forget.
is a very handsome gentleman. We got a beer together once.
I believe it.
Did I drink?
I don't remember, but we
I don't
were at a
remember.
bar. So.
We were indeed. Yes, it's true.
Sorry, Jake. Luke,
Yeah, did I? I don't
that it was
think I.
very fine.
No, you just said
Yeah,
it was finer than the other things in the
Mhm.
dresser or whatever.
Yeah. All right, fellas. What are we doing with the information here?
I mean, I'll just take the rest of the stuff in the box and then
Yeah.
peace, right?
Unless somebody wants it, I would just throw everything in my bag. If we know those to be healing potions, how many were there again?
4.
4? So, Gar, it looks like you took a hit pretty bad. Why don't you take one of these and then each of us hold on to one?
Are you hurt as well? Not for nothing. I'm almost tapped. I don't know how you guys are, but I feel
do
like
have-
if we're going into this, we should probably go into it as topped off as we can.
Don't you have a feature that lets you get some a spell slot back?
I don't know.
Thank you, 2024.
We're getting word now that potentially I may no longer be tapped.
Don't
Someone
warlocks
tapped
usually
Gar. Got it.
regain all their spell slots with a short rest?
He used 2 slots. Oh, actually.
I used one slot because I used a free
slot.
cast per day.
Mm-hmm. I think there's a feature that lets you for like. I think you could get one back right now.
I don't see it.
If you're asking to take a short rest, I'm down for that. I wouldn't gain anything from it. I don't think Castiel would either,
I
but I
wouldn't
wouldn't
either.
I
But
wouldn't
I'm saying you
lose
should drink a
anything by
potion as
doing
well,
that.
is what I'm saying.
If it's a healing potion, it's not going to do anything for me.
I thought you took damage.
I did, but then we retconned it because Sap.
Oh, so I was the only one who took damage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then yeah, that's fine.
But I'm down for the short rest though to get you your spell slots back, as long as Jake deems it appropriate for us to take a short rest.
I am virtually positive.
No.
that
I
you
found
have
it.
a feature
I found
that could
it. You're
give
right.
you your.
You're right. Yep.
Yeah.
I couldn't find it. I said once per long rest. I was registering it as during a long rest.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
got
So
you.
yeah, I'll take that potion and get my spell slot back. You. I will drink a random potion from that thing, whichever one Tarsus decides to hand me.
Roll a d4. No, I'm just kidding. it's a regular healing potion.
So it's a 2d4.
this time,
Is it still 2d4 plus 2?
I think so.
Ooh, that's not a part. Ooh, that's a worse ending.
You get 10 back though. I do max healing potions,
Oh, okay.
and we could do the house rule of a bonus action.
Then I'm perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And
Is that
we're
catching
splitting
on
up the
now?
potions.
It
What?
seems like what everybody's like. What we actually do is, and they say that, and I'm like, okay.
So funny. We've been doing that
Yep.
for 5+ years, people. 5+ years.
yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, you've just defeated these ghastly creatures.
I wonder what they were.
It
All right.
was-
Down the stairs, down to the creepy chanting hallway.
Hey,
Yeah, I think so.
man and a woman. We don't think that was Gustav and Elizabeth, do we?
I mean, that's the
matter.
only verifiable. Well, I guess not, because there was another woman upstairs, right?
Good.
I mean,
The one stuffed into a chest was wearing at least female servant clothing.
Yeah, possibly.
it's definitely possible, but at this point, there's still the monster or whatever caused all this.
I think everyone in this house is a monster. Except for the two of you.
Well, why don't you say we go see what the monster is down there?
Let's go.
It's me, a Castiel.
Mario.
Are you going up by the tombstone? Is that what you're doing next?
I suppose.
Let's hope I don't
Well,
get any
one-
chunks of Aurelion on me.
One thing I would like to do is just open this door down here. Is this a wall? Is this a wall or a door? Like on this side?
Oh, that's a door.
Okay, all right, never mind. It was just the way that the
No, sorry, it's the fog is a little
no,
wonky.
it's okay. I just wanted to make sure.
So okay, you wanted to make sure you're still doing it, or okay, you wanted to make sure
It doesn't
you're good and
matter.
you're moving on.
Doesn't matter now.
Okay.
I'm good and moving on.
Okay. Thank you for the blood drips, Nooch.
The blood on the stairs
yeah.
is a good effect. The red on the
That is a good
sides
effect.
make you look like
The clown.
yeah. There's a
Yeah, a little
specific
bit.
clown I'm thinking of. I don't remember the
Clown.
name. But
Bozo.
yeah,
Bingo
Barnum and Bailey. Right on top of the cast. Can I look at that staircase? Does that also look untouched?
No, it looks like the path that you would logically take here. Like your character would make a left. You see footprints going back and forth, like
Even on
you might expect.
even on like this little landing.
Correct.
Okay, cool. Yep.
Yeah. It becomes very obvious that the chants are coming from where this staircase is.
Is it a song that I know?
By chance? No. It's still unclear as to what it is. Chance so they're chanting YMCA. You head down the stairs, and this is where. Oops, I did. The good eraser. You go farther down a bit, and it looks like it just continues off to the right. You look down here, and I'll just start doing this here.
How loud is it?
This is the point actually where you're starting to be able to make out what is actually being said.
So do I know this song? Sorry.
You most certainly do not.
Is it catchy? Is it gonna be stuck in our heads?
And we'll see.
Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus.
Oof, oof, oof.
Oh, but it's all stuck in your heads now. Woke up in a car.
Now that you get into this room, you hear what has to be a dozen or so voices saying over and over again, "He is the ancient. He is the land. He is the ancient. He is the land. He is the ancient. He is the land. He is the ancient. He is the land." And it just keeps droning on and on
He is the ancient.
and
He is the
on.
land. He is
And I
the
think
ancient.
because
He is the land.
I'm sure there'll be questions
He is
as
the
to what
ancient.
those little
He is the
things
land.
are there.
He is the ancient. He
That's
is the
going to be
land.
where we're going to end our episode. Episode 5 of Curse of Strahd versus the Amen is now in the books. Everybody, let's get a shout out to Nooch in the comment section for basically just hanging out with us while the rest of us played Dungeons and Dragons.
He's going to be doing
what I'm
this for
here
the
for,
next 60
baby.
episodes.
Yeah.
He's like, I just have the front row seat. That's really all it is.
I just get to watch you guys have.
He gets to be the peanut gallery. Put in the comments what you want him to say next week.
What's the neighbor's name in oh my god, why am I blanking on the shows? Tim Allen.
You talking about
Home
Wilson?
Improvement. Yeah. That's
Heidi ho, neighbor. Oh, but what's gonna happen next? I feel like a lot of very interesting things are gonna happen next week. Maybe there's one more episode. Maybe there's two. I don't know exactly, but we'll find out soon as Curse of Strahd versus the Amen is really getting underway. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to go to youtube.com/@thiscrits and give Lee some love by subscribing and watching one of his videos. And as always, don't forget to be kind to one another, even if you disagree. It's this weird thing that makes the world a better place. Maybe give it a shot. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, take care, everybody.